Aries, hi. So this is going to be a reading for the month of November 2024, and I'll do the reading for you and then I'll close it off with a oracle card. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended at the end of the video. You can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Aries, what do we got? All right, the overall energy for the reading, the moon. So we don't got much. We got a lot actually, but there's a lot that you can't see out of what's at play really. But let's see what that means. And starting off the reading, you get the Ace of Wands crossed by the Nine of Cups. There's something you really want to do, you're possibly even doing, but it comes from a sense of because I want to. You know, it's not one of those because I have to. Oh, okay, I'll do this. And so whatever this is, this action-based kind of an energy, it comes from a place of you just feel like you have to do something that feels really good to you. Okay. Well, in your focus, the Eight of Swords. So you're kind of overthinking things here. The energy is definitely present, and it's coming in as one of those, like, when you feel like that, you just go ahead and do it. What you're doing is you feel it, and then you're like, but let me think about it a little bit. Which usually is not your gig, but it happens. In the recent past, the Five of Pentacles, this is either a scare of some sort or even a separation from something that's important here. In your strength, the Nine of Wands, there's a rejection to something here on your side. So something may have split apart and you're not in the full acceptance of it. Could be that. In the immediate future, the King of Swords, that's a lot of clarity, a lot of determination. So you're finally getting into that place of clarity in your mind rather than all sorts of things happening at the same time. Supporting this reading, the Page of Pentacles. This is kind of like your tool belt, you know, what you've learned so far about yourself, what you feel, what you've worked with, and what you can use to your benefit for this experience that you're having right now. So it's almost like pulling out that tool belt of yours and being like, okay, well, let's see. Did I learn anything out of anything up until this point that can help me out in this situation, or did I not? And you did. Of course you did. Man, that's loud. I know there's a lot of leaves, but that's loud. The energy that surrounds you, and you may not be aware of it, the Knight of Cups. There's love here. Is it coming towards you? I think it's coming towards you. Okay, I don't know where it's coming from though. Anyways, in your hopes and fears, the Seven of Swords. Something's happening that you're not agreeing with, for the most part. Something's kind of like, not 100% at least. Something's either falling apart or trying to, and initially you're like potentially a little bit in denial about it, then you gain clarity, then you kind of reach this conclusion of, I gotta deal with this. Whatever comes out of it, I gotta deal with this, you know? So initially you're kind of trying to find ways, and then you're like, no, hold on, let me kind of face it and see, you know, take it from there. In the potential outcome, the Two of Wands. There's a little bit of waiting there. A little bit of waiting for something. Okay. Let's clarify. There's a lot of leaves. I agree with that. I got a lot of cleaning up to do myself, but not today. I hate it when they come before I do it because we have a fence here, and when I do it, I feel like some of my stuff is flying over the fence, and I'm like, shit. But never received complaints, so I guess, you know, neighborhoods. For For the moon, you get the Two of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands. Yeah, you're in this place of your mind. Your mind is taken over. The overthinking aspect of things is coming through strong for you in this one. And I can see you in there from time to time, but you kind of come out of it pretty fast, because with you it's more instinctual. Things are more instinctual rather than let me waste my time thinking about it. Not really, but you're kind of caught up in this energy. And from there, you're giving me and yourself the illusion of, I don't have the answers to this, I don't know what to do about this, when in reality you do. But the moon is there, so that tells me you can't see the answers yet, because there's too much going on in your head about it. Okay. Let me do the Ace of Wands. Man, it's cold in this room. I keep on looking at that heater up there. I'm like, are you gonna go up, please? It's not cold. Well, it's cold enough when my hands feel cold. It's cold for me. So it takes a minute for the room to warm up. But for the Ace of Wands, you get the Ten of Wands, the Emperor, the Ten of Cups. Yeah. There's whatever you want to do here, it feels very, very hard. My God, there's a lot of love you have for the situation you're dealing with. Like, you're filled with love for it. But you're also showing me that it's very difficult. Whatever you're feeling you need to do is feeling very difficult to do. And let's see why. For the Nine of Cups, you get the Sun, the Hierophant, the Page of Swords. I mean, based on this, it wouldn't be difficult, you know? The difficulty comes from you overthinking things. That's the only place I see difficulty in this one. Everything other than that, I see a lot of happiness, a lot of love attached to the situation, as far as you're concerned and as far as you go in terms of how you feel about it. Let's do the Eight of Swords, because that's where I feel like you got yourself stuck a little bit there in your head about it. And you forgot about the most important things here, you know? For the Eight of Swords, in your focus, you get the Five of Wands, the Five of Swords, the Knight of Wands. There you are. This Knight of Wands, this is you. You know, that's what I've been looking for. I'm like, where are you at in all of that? You're beyond the thoughts. So first, you got to argue with yourself a little bit about, I should do this because I feel like it's right for me. But then maybe I shouldn't, because that might happen and that might happen. And if that happens, then that happens. And then, you know, that kind of a game. And it's kind of deceptive because, again, at your core, this is you. I feel this is something right for me. I'm going to go ahead and do it. Oh yeah, I'm going to think about it a little bit, but I'm not going to let that stand in my way. Well, right now you're letting that stand in your way, you know? Especially when you have so much good energy attached to this action, what you feel you should be doing. The thoughts come from a place of expectation. You're probably, okay, you're feeling that you should be doing this because it feels right for you. But like, God forbid, the answer to what you're doing is a negative one. You're going to be like, oh my God. And that's expectation. As long as you remove expectation from this, then you're doing this because it feels right for you, and that's it. You don't care about the answer. You don't care about the confirmation. You don't care about what's coming from the other side. You do it because it feels aligned with you, and that's that. You know what I mean? So right now you're falling a little bit into the trap of expectations here. About this one. That's why it's taking a little minute for you. Let me do the Five of Pentacles. You even feel cold, Kai. You even feel cold. For the Five of Pentacles, you get the Five of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, the King of Cups. There's a split. Somebody decided, hey, we're not going to do things in this way anymore because, you know, I'm out or something. I don't understand. It's not showing up very clear. I mean, it's showing up something like whoever this is cares about you deeply, but they're out. which doesn't really make sense when you look at it just like so raw kinds of energies. And it's like, what, then what? You know? But who knows what the hell is at play? Because it can happen that we deeply care about people that we decide, okay, I want to get the hell out of Dodge, you know, sometimes. So, I don't know. Maybe that would have been you also, and now you're having a little bit of a hard time with that decision. I don't know. For the 9 of Wands in your strength, you get the 2 of Wands, the 8 of Swords, the Magician. Man, how is there so much overthinking? I'm not used to this with you. It's been like this for a minute too. So it's not just, oh, you know, it's going to take me a week and then I'll be fine. I'll get out of it. You're impatient too. So there's some anxiousness to it all. Because you're completely rejecting the idea of just giving it some time. Giving this whole situation some time to settle and then take it from there. You're kind of trying to solve something while the energies are still very much active and very much kind of up in the air. You know? You're kind of standing in your own way here. A little bit. Let's do the King of Swords in the immediate future. The King of Pentacles, the 2 of Cups, the 8 of Pentacles. Something's coming together really nicely here. Really nice. So it's daylight to nightlight. Kind of a difference here. Because you're coming from a place in which something feels like it's not working out at all. But we don't even know if it's working out or not because you got yourself stuck in an energy that makes you think nothing is working. Right? So I don't even know what the hell is going on here. I can't see because there's so much in the way of what you're putting in the way, which is your own overthinking, right? So this is kind of a stuck energy in a place of this sucks. This one is at the complete opposite of that, where I see 2 energies coming together to work on something here, and it's a perfect match. Now, I don't know if this has to do with this. I would kind of take it as, okay, so you got some part of your life that's really clear, it's really working out, and it's really well put together. There's clarity there. There's none of this. So I kind of take this as you're starting to focus on that, on those parts of your life that are really working out. And there seems to be a partnership in there that seems pretty clear, you know? So, of course, it could be this. I just don't see the switch. I'm like, where did it happen and how did it get there so fast, you know, and from this to this? It can happen, though. So we could be talking about the same thing, though. I don't know exactly. Let me do the Page of Pentacles and the supportive energies. The Wheel of Fortune, the Empress, the 9 of Wands. I mean, there's a changing of mind here, but as I said that, it almost came back as changing of fate, you mean? I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck that means, but okay. I'll leave it as changing of mind. Oh, you're starting to learn that you can't control the situation. You can't control them to show up and say something other than they're saying or do something other than they're doing. You're starting to remember. Oh, okay. Because you're pointing with this changing of mind or fate or whatever you want to call it, that you can't do that. And then you remember through this Page of Pentacles, oh, okay, so I was kind of trying to control the outcome by thinking that it has to be like this, not like this, you know, not forcing them to do anything, but just by thinking and expecting for things to be different than they are. That's control, you know. And a lot of the times we don't realize that. What do you mean I'm controlling? Well, you're trying to control the outcome to be something other than it is, right? So that's control. No, I'm not. Well, You have those expectations, so that's what you're expecting to happen. So yes, that is control. So you're realizing that, yeah, I can't do that. No, you can't. You know what I mean? So it's, oh, okay, that's good. That's good, because you're coming a little more into acceptance then. And that might change things up for you and for the situation. All right, well, oof. I mean, when these kinds of energies build up, even my body goes a little bit like, ooh, like cringe. And then, you know, something happens that breaks those energies, and then I feel it in my shoulders. I feel like, oh, okay, everything's fine here. It's quite interesting, the journeys you guys are taking me on. For the Knight of Cups, in the hidden energies, you get the Page of Pentacles, the Lovers, the Ace of Swords. Yeah, that's acceptance. You're falling into complete acceptance. You're starting from a place of denial, which, look at what it does. And then slowly but surely you remember, oh, wait a minute, I have no control over the situation. And it's as easy as that. And the minute that happens, but from a deep understanding of that, that's it. All you can do is be with what you feel and what the situation is. If the situation sucks in the physical, that doesn't take away from the fact that you care about this person at the end of the day. So you can accept both happening at the same time. How? Not easy, but when you actually do it, you realize how easy it is and how easy it makes your life. You know? So, yeah, you took your toolbox outside. You remembered. And the minute that happened, you fall into acceptance and you fall into your heart and into what you really feel. And that's it. Then everything falls into place. You don't have to make things fall into place, because that's what you've been trying to do up until this point when you started remembering. For the Seven of Swords in your hopes and fears, you get the Tower, the Six of Swords, the Page of Wands. Also, there's fear involved that tells you, you know what, I don't want to mess things up more than they are, so I'll just take a couple of steps back too. Okay, well, that's fear. When you're showing me the Tower and the Six of Swords, it's like, if I make one little wrong move here, I might fuck things up. That's fear. Because if you would make one little wrong move, you probably won't fuck things up. There will be a repercussion to that, but it won't be in that, oh my god, I'll fuck this up, you know? Not in that way, for sure. Let's do the Two of Wands. And, oh, silence. Potential outcome, you get the Ten of Swords, the Judgment card, the Four of Wands. Alright. Give yourself some time to just sit with whatever's going on, because that's exactly what you didn't do initially. And look where it's gotten you, into a maze of your own mind that you got lost in and you got stuck in, you know? And you know that, like, imagine a real maze that you would go in and you would start feeling like you're not seeing the end of it. You're getting lost in there. How would you feel? How would your body feel? You know? What would your mind tell you? All of that energy, that anxiousness of it, and oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, the panic of it even, that's what you did to yourself here. Just because you didn't let this settle for a little bit, and you didn't accept things for how they are. You know? So, right now you're starting to, and things are starting to fall into place here. For you, including individually. Where you're realizing, okay, I know what I have to do now. You know, I can see the way out of this maze now. But when you're panicked and when you can't think straight, you can't. You're done. You're like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. That's it. That's all you can see and feel. No, there's a way out. There's always a way out. You just gotta accept that the maze is there and it's complicated and it's fucked up and it is what it is. But then you'll find a way. There's always a way out of that. You know. So let's see what the universe has. The Three of Cups, the Four of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened here. I don't see this as a breakup. I do see it as a split, so something may have happened that upset you here and got you into this place. Wow, what the fuck was that? Was that a spring? But I don't see it as a complete separation. You're never gonna see this person. There's never gonna see it. Not really. There's a disturbance for sure in the energies that initially you kind of take it in this way where you don't allow it to settle. You don't allow yourself time to sit with this, and then you know exactly what to do about it. You know, once you breathe, take a couple of steps back and accept things as they are. Let's do the Divine Animals Oracle. Starting to warm up. I love it when I started reading and the hands are a little cold, and then by the end of it, starting to feel a little warmer. Armadillo. Number 7, groundness. All right. Groundness. Without grounding ourselves, we can become disconnected and flighty, so it is an important aspect to develop. Go to the basics first. Plug into the power of the earth. Avoid drama in situations. Sometimes we need to look at the flowers at our feet before looking to the stars. Humility is a positive trait. False humility is not. Mythos. The god walks slowly but surely upon the earth. He is of high age and leans a little on his walking stick, but moves smoothly. His shoes are heavy and they feel the earth with every step. This grandfather, Mom, is wise and eternal. But make no mistake, age does not mean weakness, for he is powerful. He wears a hat of the bird of the night, for he walks from the underworld. He has the ears of a jaguar, for he is one who powerfully walks through the darkest of nights. He wears the cape of an armadillo shell, for he is protected and grounded and carries all the needs with him. A man of magic, he smokes the herbs of vision, yet he can weave the worlds together while being sure upon his feet. This, according to the classification of codical gods, is one of the major pre-Spanish Mayan deities. God El. God El is featured in many Mayan artworks, but specifically the most famous has him walking around the door of the sanctuary of Palenque. When I don't know a word in English, I'm just gonna throw it out there in Romanian. Maybe you'll understand, or how it sounds to me in my head in Romanian. The Mayans put special consideration into the depictions of their gods, with every single piece of clothing signifying the character and qualities of the deity. The armadillo with its shell indicated not only an animal of the ground, but the protection of a shield. It is thought then that God El was related to war. His special shoes and walking stick indicate a traitor, and someone who has to move over distances in a safe and steady way. God El may have had a role in the building of prosperity through trade. Armadillos also feature in the mythos of the Aztecs, who call them turtle rabbits, and in some of the First Nations stories of the peoples of the southern United States. The animal. Hold on. Armadillos are distinctive animals because of their leathery armored shell, an incredible adaptation that has enabled them to hold on through a lengthy evolution. The armor is actually overlapping plates of bone covered with horn called scutes. The scutes are rigid, particularly over the front half of the animal, and typically become more flexible over the back, legs, and tail. The underneath of the animal is furry, and unarmored. I didn't know that. Contrary to popular belief, only a few armadillo species actually roll up in a ball if threatened by a predator. Most will attempt to run and find some thick ground plant or stone cover where they will be very hard to get at. Armadillos get their food from the earth, and so their claws are perfectly adapted to effective digging. Grubs, ants, and termites are favored. They also use the claws to dig their dens or burrows where they spend their time while not looking for food. Babies are born in the dens, which helps them thermoregulate as their base body temperatures are low. They're like me. There are around 21 species of armadillos. The largest is the giant armadillo at around 1.5 meters long and 54 kilograms in weight. The smallest armadillos only measure 13 to 15 centimeters. The magic, armadillo magic, is profoundly earth-based and grounded. It is ancient and profound and can be used when you are feeling off kilter and unsure. If you are unclear on what to do next or have had a trauma or a shock, use armadillo magic to bring you stability and power. Symbology: old man with a cape of armadillo, shield, armor, claws in the earth. Status: some species are listed as vulnerable, most are threatened. I like armadillos. I only saw one in real life in Texas, in the middle of the road crossing. And we stopped this big ass truck for an armadillo to cross the road. Do not kill it, don't dare. But we couldn't see it. Because we didn't know, and we thought it was something, because it wasn't moving. We thought it was debris from the distance, and now that's an animal stop. So, yeah, they're cute. I didn't know they had fur on their bellies. Anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.